Hello, Nesties. This is Netta from Netta's Nest, and I guess I'm going to start this 2024. I don't want to say a cook-off, but I'm just cooking it. Tampa's Creek started this, so I don't know what I'm going to do, but I have a whole bunch of mushrooms that I need to cook. So I have them sitting here. I'm just rinsing them off, and I think I'm going to saute these down. I have a whole bunch of garlic that was just sitting over there in the pantry that I need to cook down. I'm going to caramelize these along with some ginger and 3 onions. I have taken some chicken out of the freezer, and I have some Egyptian spinach out in the garden. So I think I'm going to do probably a caramelized garlic mushroom over sauteed chicken with a side salad with the Egyptian spinach that I'm gonna go out and harvest in a little bit. So this is just the beginning. I think we're supposed to be doing the whole process. So I'm gonna finish rinsing these off. I'm gonna cut them up and get them in the pan, and I'll show you guys. I'm gonna finish chopping up I'm gonna use 3 onions because I love onions. I love garlic and I love ginger. I may add a little bit of Asian seasonings because there's nothing like some Asian seasonings to prep up some food. So, all right, guys, I'll be back. Hey, y'all, I'm going to do a voiceover. I was listening to Jamaica. She was fussing with those chickens, and I was just trying to do a silent thing and listen to Jamaica at the same time, not realizing that I was recording Jamaica the whole time I was preparing my food. So on this little portion right here, I'm just preparing my mushrooms, ginger, and onions, I believe. And these I'm going to cut up these onions, and I'm leaving them in rings. Yeah, I'm going to leave them in rings because I just kind of like them that way. Oh, sorry that I'm in the way. But yeah, I'm just thrown off. Yeah, sorry I'm in the way. I ain't no chef. I just want to show y'all I got to be careful with this knife because I have cut myself 2 or 3 times already with this knife set that I bought, and it hurt. So these knives are sharp. I don't want to be sitting up here bleeding while I'm trying to record something. But anyhow, I know, look at my hand position. But I'll be good. I still got it. Oh, sorry about that. I'm trying to read my little script here. And I guess I just cut up that last little onion. But these onions are so strong. They got me up all tearful and carrying on. And so let's talk about these mushrooms. Here we have some baby portobellos and some white button mushrooms. I love mushrooms. I don't care what kind they are, just about. I just eat them with anything. There's so many different types of mushrooms. But these mushrooms right here, they just going to take on this strong flavor from the ginger and the garlic. This ginger and garlic just kind of zest up anything. But mushrooms come in so many different varieties. And also, don't forget, you get plenty of vitamin D from mushrooms. So you probably want to try to be doing a lot of mushrooms in the wintertime because we know we're not outside and you get all melancholy from being in the house with short days and not a lot of sunshine. So eat your mushrooms in the winter. You should always rinse them off. Don't wash them, just rinse them several times while you're cooking them. Ain't no need in they do there's a lot of dirt on them, but I just rinse them a couple times, kind of wash it out, make sure there's no slime or nothing on them. But the water is this color from the baby portobellos because they're brown and they got that brown gill in the inside of them. I feel like I done missed something, but anyhow, we just gonna keep tuddling right along. So all these mushrooms that I have right here, I'm just going to try to get them all cut up and prepared. I hope I'm talking loud enough because I just realized I wasn't talking that loud. So all these mushrooms, and then they're going to cook down. They're going to reduce so much. So when you're cooking your mushrooms, you definitely want to make sure that you don't put a lot of oil in there when you initially start to cook your mushrooms, because mushrooms have so much water in them. So let all that water cook down out of them, and then take them off the stove and drain that water off of them. Turn that heat up and let it get nice and hot. Make sure all the water is cooked out of the pan, and then add you a little bit of oil. Then add you a little bit of oil in there, and then just let them sear up. And they'll sear up nice and crisp, and they're going to reduce the whole hell of a lot. You think you're going to have a whole bunch of mushrooms, and you're not. On that dish that I was using, I don't know if I'm on the right part, but that white dish, I prepared everything in that dish. It's a fruit bowl, it's a cleaning bowl, it's a draining bowl, but you'll see that I'm going to use this dish, probably prepping some of everything that's in this kitchen. What else I want to talk about? Oh, now it's time for the ginger. And usually when you're doing your ginger, you can use a spoon and scrape off all that stuff off your ginger. You can use a knife and cut it off. Ginger is something, it's kind of like, it's a root vegetable. And it's kind of coarse when you cut it. So you got to make sure you're cutting along the grain. But just be careful. And you also want to make sure with your ginger, you want to cut it up real good, because you don't want to end up biting into no big old chunk of ginger. It's just not going to be good at all. So and then you can leave the skin on there and just cut it up, and just wash the ginger. It doesn't make a difference, but I enjoy ginger. I like the flavor that it has. I love it in Asian cuisine. I love putting it on all, if I'm cooking anything to do with Asian food, I'm putting ginger in it. So what else we can talk about? I'm not really sure where I left off at. Oh, so spoon and screen, you can leave it on there. Oh, but anyhow, so cut up the ginger. Make sure that it's not in chunks. You don't want to end up just bite into a hunk of ginger. Even though ginger is good, has good medicinal purposes for you, you don't want to be chewing on a chunk of ginger at all. But as we prepare all this stuff, make sure you clean off your cutting board, because if you leave any residue of ginger on there and you go back and use something else, you're going to taste that ginger from the cutting board. So make sure that cutting board is cleaned off real good. Alrighty, guys. I think that's it for right now. You guys just hold on tight. I think we probably got about 40 more seconds left here. And then the next video will be starting. I think I'm going to be showing, I'm not sure what I'm talking about, but I may have the voice over that one too, because I was looking at it and I still heard Jamira, because she was still talking in it. So, all right, guys. Thanks. Hold on. Hey, y'all. I'm going to do a voiceover. I was listening to...
I don't throw my food away. Either it's going to be chicken feed and seed, or it's going to be used by us.
I'm going to cook these mushrooms down. They're in pretty much a greased pan. And I'm going to let them get kind of charred on the bottom. Then I'm going to flip them over. And then I'm going to let them cook down real slow, because I don't want them to shrink up too much. I love mushrooms. I need these to have like a nice meaty consistency when I eat them. And then get all the skin off this garlic. what? I'll do this, I'll do that. I want them just a little bit charred. I think that's enough. Now it's time for the onions. Same pot, a little bit of butter, a little bit of bacon grease. Just gonna let them cook down. Probably gonna turn this down a little bit slower because I really want the sweetness to come out and start to caramelize. I'm gonna throw a little bit of ginger on that, and I'm gonna throw my garlic on that, and then I'm gonna let that just cook. And I'll go from there. Y'all see how these mushrooms reduce down? A little smaller than what I want. I really wanted to leave them a little bit bigger, but this whole bowl was full of mushrooms, but they reduced down so much. They ain't nothing but water. So these came out pretty good. We're gonna go from there. Put the ginger in there. I put all that garlic in there, and I'm just gonna let these bad boys marry. And the smell is gonna be like no other's business. So I'm gonna let it sit like this. I like to get stuff just a little char. So I let my onions char enough, but you got to be careful with this ginger and that garlic. It will burn. But I just want these to caramelize and work themselves on down and get all that goodness up together that they have. My goodness, only if you guys could smell this ginger, garlic, and onion melody. It smells delightful. Now y'all don't want to be careful. You do not want to burn that garlic or that ginger. I cut up me serrano or serrano or whatever pepper just to give it some heat. I can just eat this over some rice, which I might just do that. So, yeah, that smells spectacular. All these mushrooms gonna do is just soak up all that goodness. Now I have me a couple seasonings. I have some fish sauce I'm gonna add. Then I have some soy sauce. I got some white pepper, some sesame seed. I don't have any parsley, but I have moringa for the nutrition. I'm gonna crumble that up for some color. And I'll come back and let you guys see what else is going on, how I'm gonna prepare the chicken. Be careful with this serrano pepper. Man, I had to pull a lot of it out because it brings the heat. I got my rice. I do cook my rice in the microwave. Making a mess. As usual. That's about 2 cups of rice. I do rinse my rice. I don't know, that's just the way my cousin mama taught me. And then I see a lot of people rinse their rice. She says rinse it until there's till the water is white, but I don't know about that. But I know I'm gonna start saving this water for my plants. And I rinse it a few times, and then 2 cups is it 1 to 1? Yes, no, 1 to 2. So 2 cups of water, 2 cups of rice and 4 cups of water, and then I put it in the microwave for 20 minutes. So you just rinse it about 2 or 3 times, and it should, I'm gonna say 3 or 4 times, and it should be good. It's time consuming. And that is clear enough for me, for my rice. So in the microwave it goes for 20 minutes. Anyhow, so I wasn't sure what I was gonna do with these chicken thighs. I went on and cleaned them, and cleaned them, and I think I'm gonna do an Asian style chicken leg. I think I'm gonna do like an orange chicken flavor, so it's clean, it's naked right now because all the seasonings come from the second process. So here are all my seasonings. I have, you know, that says garlic, that's actually ginger powder. I have some rice vinegar, can't see nothing. Ginger powder, rice vinegar. I'm going to use a half a cup of sugar, 2 garlic cloves, some orange zest, some orange juice. I'm going to need just a little bit of baking powder. That's what's gonna give it its crispiness. Some soy sauce, some cornstarch, and chili flakes. And I'll put a little bit of add a little bit more heat with the that green pepper I have, and I'll give it some color with the moringa flakes. So this is going to be the base for my orange chicken. I am going to put nothing on it right now because, like I said, the seasoning comes in next. So don't come for me talking about, oh my goodness, a sister that didn't season her chicken. Honey, it's going to be seasoned to the highness. But right now, this is the key to get it that crispiness before you add all this stuff. I'm going to boil it, then I'm going to season it, and then I'm going to flour it, and then I'm going to deep fry it. So stay tuned. And yes, I did say boil. So I just incorporated all my stuff, my garlic, ginger, soy sauce, orange juice, chili and chili flakes. And I'm going to stir it all up, and some orange zest. I'm going to take my concoction and heat it for a couple minutes. Oh, dropped some on the stove, and it got sugar in it, so it's burning. So I'm gonna stir that up for a little while, and then I have my cornstarch and water, and I'm gonna mix that all together. And there's some garlic in here. Just gonna let it come to a little gentle boil. I am a messy cook. I have crap everywhere. I'm trying to stay clean because I'm recording. But I'm a messy cook and I know it. It ain't no secret. My recording keep cutting off. I don't know where I stopped at, but here's my flour chicken. Boiled, flour, fried chicken. To make my version of orange chicken. So it's in the bag, it's flour, I pull it out, I'm gonna go drop it in a deep fryer, and then I should be able to pull everything together for a plate, because once the chicken is done, which was the last thing, because I ain't gonna be touching food and then touching chicken. We already know how gross chicken is. So once I get my chicken fried, I got the rest of my orange sauce over here on the stove that's just simmering, and then I'll get it all pulled together and then we'll eat. My orange sauce is thickening up beautifully. Oh, I don't want to spill it on the floor. So that's my glaze. Perfect. Got the peppers, the garlic, the ginger, all that good stuff in there. I don't think the lighting is giving it justice. I just didn't want it to burn. That's my orange sauce. So I'm gonna keep an eye on it. And my chicken is coming up next. Forgot to show you that my rice cooked perfectly in the microwave. I microwave rice, you know. Still comes out just the same, but you don't burn it. See? But that's my microwave rice. It's 1 to 2. So if you use 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of water. 2 cups of rice, 4 cups of water. So it's a 1 to 2 ratio. 20 minutes in the microwave. Some bell peppers from outside I need to wash and put in the refrigerator. Gonna go get the chicken out of the fryer. Ugh, it's hot out there, and I'm hot and I'm tired. Alright, y'all, I got the chicken out the fryer. Gonna combine it with the sauce. Got my rice going, got my mushrooms over here ready, and this is gonna be my meal. I think it's called 2024 Cook-Off. I know Tampa's in it, I know JS Jigs is in it, and I know that Girl Dad is in it, but I don't know who else is in it. And hopefully I'm not late for putting my entry in, but neither here or there. Here it goes. Hold tight. It's almost like a sticky chicken. sticky sauce down there. And as you see, all made from the house. So there's the chicken. Alrighty. It's like a sticky orange chicken sauce. There we go. I have green peppers that I need to use up, so this is what I'm going to garnish it with, some green peppers. And I like adding a ringer to all kind of stuff. Because it has such an excellent nutritional value in it. And a little heat. Yeah, be careful with them. I did not know these peppers were so hot. I found out the hard way. Alrighty. Part 1. Chicken is ready and prepared. Alright, so let me make this plate and make it look all nice and pretty. Don't ask me for no recipe because I always follow a little bit of stuff, but I still always end up putting what I want to put in it, and I follow the recipe for the most part, and then I just do what the hell I want to do. Hold tight, plate's coming. I guess I should call it sticky chicken, my style. I guess that's a serious twist to chicken and rice. So this is orange sticky chicken with garlic, ginger, mushrooms over a bed of rice. That is my meal. Thank you. Thank you for coming into my home. Thank you for inviting me to, oh goodness, let's do this again. All right. Thank you for coming into my home. Thank you for inviting me into your home. And I am getting ready to rub. You gotta smell it and you gotta taste it. Very simple. Just time consuming. Alrighty guys, that's my meal. Now I'm throwing stuff on the floor. Bye. I'm listening to this yeah.
Let that go ahead and cook. And for my rice right here, for my rice, I have some egg, some mixed up eggs. I have carrots and peas. You know I got to have my onion, soy sauce, and some rice. So let's start out with the eggs. Frying pan is pretty hot. And walk it up. Make sure you get all the eggs and butter on. Take that on the side because we're going to need it again. Only thing I'm doing right now is frying up the eggs, scramble these fellas up, turn the heat up a little more. I'm not in a Chinese restaurant, but still need that heat.